What is up, guys? This is my Kenobi review. Episode 1. Lots of things happened in this episode. Lots of things. So, the first thing happened. So we start off the episode with a recap, and I loved that. I thought that was really cool. I saw all the episodes beforehand. First, I watched starting last night, midnight. I watched the first episode, The Phantom Menace. Then I went to bed. Then this morning I watched Attack of the Clones. Then I watched Revenge of the Sith. Then I watched this episode. And then there was a recap. But I didn't need it. But I still watched it because it was a sick recap. It was amazing. It was epic. And it got me excited even more. But I thought it was good for those who haven't seen the films in a while. But yeah, I love the recap. It was really good. So after that, we get into it, and the first thing we see is the Inquisitors. I think they're called the Inquisitors. Yeah, that's what they're called. And yeah, so there's the first brother, second brother, and the third brother. The Inquisitor is from the Clone Wars. We see him in the Clone Wars. And, you know, I haven't seen the Clone Wars, but I've seen clips of him in the Clone Wars. So I know what he's like. But he's basically like this, he was like a bodyguard in the Jedi. So he used to be good, but then he saw how, like, the Jedi kind of changed his ways. So when Anakin was kind of, like, when he turned into Darth Vader, a similar thing was happening for him as well. So yeah, and they're all the same. Like the third sister, what's she called? The Grace, something like that. I forget what she's called. But I think because the episode starts off and then it does all the logo and that. But it starts off with an Order 66 scene. And that was amazing. I love that. That was really good. I was freaking out when that happened. That was really cool. But I think one of the kids could be a young Reva. I think that's what she's called, Reva. Yeah, I think because she hates Kenobi, man. It's more than just getting an award. She really seems to hate him. So it's like, shit. Like, maybe she saw Kenobi running somehow or something, and then she was like shouting for help, and he didn't, and he just run back. Something happened, man. Something happened. And, yeah. I don't know what, but there's definitely something there. She hates Kenobi for a reason. And she hates the Jedi. So something traumatic happened. So yeah. That's interesting. But back to present day. In present day, basically, they're all trying to find the Jedi that's lurking. And they basically say, so one of you guys are the Jedi, and the key to finding a Jedi is patience, because they always want to help, and they can't help that. It's literally a part of them. So then, but the third sister, I'm gonna refer to her as that because I know that's what she is. They just call each other that, like it's their thing. Like, they're not actually related, it's just their thing in code. Yeah. She's like reckless, and the others, they're getting annoyed with her. They're getting pissed. They're not liking it one bit. She is reckless, but she gets the job done. She throws a knife. And they ended up finding out where the Jedi was. But yeah, they're pissed because they didn't want it to go down like that. They didn't like that at all. They wanted to find the Jedi their way. They thought that was out of hand. And they kind of say to her, oh, you just want to find Kenobi. We've been looking for him for 10 years, just give up. You know what I mean? So they're getting annoyed with her. She's like, oh, whatever, fine. And then we actually see Kenobi, and we see his daily job. He's, cutting meat. Yeah, that's his job. He's depressed. He has PTSD from everything that happened with Anakin and the whole Order 66 thing and everything. So we see that happen. And and then we see him, he has a dream, and it's just PTSD, lots of flashbacks. He has a dream about it, and then he asks for Qui-Gon, but he's really rusty in the Force, so it doesn't work. He hasn't used the Force in 10 years, so he's really rusty with that. But yeah, he still has the Force deep down, it's just he hadn't used it in a while, and that was really good. I really liked that scene a lot. That was really good. Yeah. And so while this is happening, while that's happened, after that, so he goes to look over Luke, because that's his duty, to look over Luke, and he does that, and he sees Luke, messing about. That's what he does. And yeah, and then he goes back, and he finds one of the little sand creatures. He has a name for it. I can't remember the name. But yeah, basically he wants to have a toy for Luke, and so he buys that off of this. They're called little Jawas, but it had a proper name. I know that's a species name anyway. But yeah, so he wanted to get that for Luke, so he did. But then his Uncle Owen, Luke's Uncle Owen, is like to Obi-Wan, stay away. You're just trouble. And Obi-Wan's like, he's my duty too. He's like, well, I don't care, stay away. You're nothing but trouble. I don't want the same thing happening twice with Anakin. So he blames him for Anakin, he blames him for the galaxy, he blames him for everything, and he just hates the Jedi, and you can see why, And Obi-Wan's like, well, I need to train him. He does have to be trained eventually. And he's like, yeah, like you trained Anakin? Yeah, just leave us alone. And so, that was a really powerful scene. But then, after that, the what should I call them? The Inquisitor, that's their actual name, the Inquisitor. I'm gonna need to call them a better name. I'll call them the brothers and sisters. That's better. So the brothers and sisters arrive, and they actually go up to Uncle Owen because they're trying to find, more Jedi. But wow, the third sister goes up to him and threatens him and the family. He didn't say anything, but he's basically saying, yeah, no, I hate Jedi. And she's just kind of testing him. But then the others get really pissed and they're like, nah, you're reckless. You just want to find Kenobi. We're having enough of you. If you continue this, you're out completely. So they warned her a second time now. And yet Obi-Wan Kenobi is just, he goes up to Uncle Owen and says thanks, and he's like, I didn't do it for you. So yeah, he really hates Obi-Wan, and you can understand why. And yeah, so after that, oh my god, probably the biggest surprise of the entire episode. A little Princess Leia. Wow. I was screaming my lungs out with excitement. I did not expect that. My god, the casting was perfection. On top of perfection. The actress who played them, probably the best ever little Princess Leia. Oh my god, bless them. They were amazing. Wow. They got everything spot on. They represent the original so well. Wow. But yeah, I knew the second I saw like the white building and clothes and everything, I was like, mate, I knew it. And wow, they were just incredible. So she wanders off, goes in the forest. Her parents they go looking for her, and she's just counting the cars. I kind of like that because it's Star Wars. You don't really get to see realistic things, but like that is like a real life game. I played it in my childhood where like you go outside, you count the cars. It's a cool game, like a certain colour or something. But they did it interesting. They did it where like she was she knew the specific names for the vehicles, and she was like talking or assuming things about them. That was really cool. I really liked that. It was really cool. And so we see little Leia and the parents, say, "Oh, you wandered off again. You got a duty to do because she's a princess." She's moaning. All I do is wave. I like that because it's like real life. The royal family, all they do is wave. So yeah, I really like that. Yeah, oh man, it was really good. But then we see this creepy guy, just lurking, staring, and it's like intense. What the fuck? You knew that he was gonna try to intend getting her, but then something happens in the party, and this dick of a cousin, this guy's a dick. Fuck this guy. That guy, her cousin, is an absolute dick. What a dick. So her cousins are like, hey, guess what? You're not one of us. Yes, so stop thinking you're big. Because what starts it? I think little Layla says something to him oh yeah, that's it. So a droid comes over and she says, oh, thank you, and he goes, you know what, you're actually polite to a droid, like a low life form. She was like, yeah, it's polite. And then that's when he says that, like, what a dick. What a dick he is. You know what I mean? Man. Yeah, but then she comes back with a proper savage thing and say, oh, you're just scared of your father, You're scared of him, you want to be like him, but you never will be. And she's using the Force, because she can do that, she can read minds with the Force. And that was really cool. But yeah, that was damn. Her cousin, what a dick. What a dick he is. But yeah, but then after that, she goes off, but before that, a cool little scene happens where she talks to her father, and she runs him because they're telling her off and say, "Oh, you need to apologize to your cousin." But she's all like, "I'm not even a real what's her name? Organ or something." Begins with an O, but their family name, and obviously she's adopted. So she's like, I'm not even a part of the family, basically. And he was like, no, don't say that. You are our child, so don't say that. You are to us, And then that's nice. But then she wanders off, and then these bastards, these group of people, they end up obviously trying to capture her, and they do. They capture her. So obviously the parents are like shit panicking because they got the guards and that, but that didn't work out. So then they send a message to Obi-Wan saying, "Look, we need your help." And obviously Obi-Wan's like, "Oh, what? No, I can't. I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago. I'm rusty." And he's like, "My duty is just for the boy." And they're like, it's more than that. They both mean the same thing. But really, it's not. Obi-Wan knows that they mean the same thing. It's really, he's just worried that he won't be able to do it. He's worried that because he's rusty, he won't be able to save her. But he comes to his senses, and that basically means he clicks that, it is the right thing to do. So they're basically asking him to rescue her. And at first he says no, but then the father, because they're talking on a hologram, but then the father comes there for real to his cave for real and is like, "Look, man, I really need your help." Because Obi-Wan says, "Get someone else to do it." And he says, "There's no one else I trust more than you." So Obi-Wan really is basically saying he doesn't believe that he can do it. And he's saying, "I believe you can." So he's kind of giving him the confidence. So he kind of agrees and hope that he's strong enough to do it. So this is really cool. We see him obviously go on the adventure to get her back. And he does that. He does that. So first he tries to find her location, and he does that by this fake Jedi. At first I thought, oh cool, he could be legit. But then it's revealed he's a fake, and he's using magnets to pretend to be a Jedi and getting money off people. He's still helping people, but he's doing it for money. They basically say what they need help with. He helps them out, but for money, and pretends he's a Jedi. Obi-Wan sees this and gets pissed. He's like, "What the hell? You're a fake. You're a phony. You're a criminal. You're basically just scamming people." And obviously, Obi-Wan has a blaster now. That's all he has instead of a lightsaber. So he puts that against him. The guy basically shits himself and says, "Okay, shit, I'll help you." So he's like, "Can I trust you?" He's like, yeah, just don't kill me." So, he helps him, and that's how he gets the location. So when he gets the location, he's about to go in to save little Layla, but then these two guys are like, "Hey, where are you going?" And he's like, "Oh, I guess I got lost." And they're like, "Oh, get back to work." And then he, boom, fights him. But he's rusty. He's not as good as he used to be. And I like that. Obi-Wan almost gets his ass beat, but he got to it. He beat them, and then he finally got to the cage of little Layla. But little Leia, like, bam, hits him right there, right in the right in the force balls. And, yeah. And, she's like, let go of me, thinking he's a bad guy. And he's like, no, no, no. It's alright, I've come to rescue you. And she's like, how can I trust you? And he said, well, would you rather stay here? Come on. So they obviously run out and put some clothes on. Princess Leia was like, oh, can I wear this? And he's like, no, put this on quickly. And, like, she's messing about putting gloves on. He's like, you don't need that. And he sees her take it, and he's like, oh, fine. So he pays for it. I thought that was really funny. And, yeah, a really cool thing. And, so, yeah, and, like, she's with him saying, and she saying, oh, wow, are you a Jedi? Because she sees his lightsaber, because he's got his lightsaber now, obviously, because, you know, he's got a rescuer, so he has it out just in case. He actually hid it in the sand. Yeah, and that's really cool. Anakin would probably hate him even more because it's touched sand. So, yeah, you know. Anyway, so yeah, so Princess Leia is based, oh man, them two were so comical, you know what I mean? Because Obi-Wan's like, okay, if anyone asks, we're farmers and I'm your dad. And he's like, and she's like, more like granddad. And he was like, what? Oh man, I just loved it. It was they were really good together. But they're trying to obviously stay away from people. And obviously the brothers and sisters, they're aware that he's here because the sister made the others kidnap Princess Leia so that he would come, and it worked. So they're aware that he's here. So they alert everyone. And they're like, oh, because there's an award if they capture him. So obviously they have to be on the run and stay quiet. But then some homeless guy there is also has a message. But then little Leia sees a photo of Obi-Wan and is like, why is there a photo of you? And assumes that he's a criminal. So, you know, she runs away and he's trying to get her back, you know, because she's in danger. So yeah, and then some guys are trying to kill him, and then she's running away, so he has to deal with that. So eventually when he does, he says her jump, but she does, but then falls and almost dies. So Obi-Wan's kind of, he panics, but luckily he uses the Force, and just about before she hits the floor, he puts it down softly. So, and that was really well done. They did a really good job of that. But yeah, so yeah, after that, wait a minute, I've just realised something. I've not only done episode 1, I've done episode 2 as well. So I'm gonna have to title this episode 1 and 2 review. Oh well, yeah. So let's do that. But yeah, am I missing anything? I think I am. Yes, I am. I'm missing a few things. Yeah. So after that, he tells her to come on, let's go, and then the fake guy comes. And at first Obi-Wan thinks he's trying to kill him, which there's a scene obviously way before this where he sees the message with his partner, and then at first I thought, oh shit, you know, he's gonna kill him. But when it was revealed, because he reveals here that he's actually gonna help him, and he's kind of making things even, and he actually helps him and tells him there's a ship, so you know they can go off world. And I thought that was a really good twist, because I actually thought, because he was kind of an asshole before, that he was gonna kill Obi-Wan. So to find out that he actually helped was really cool, and I didn't expect that. So yeah, that was a good twist. Even if it were a twist and I was just stupid that I didn't. I thought it was a good thing. For me, anyway. But yeah. But then, so they go to the ship, but then the sister comes. So obviously Obi-Wan's got to hide. You know, but before that happens, you know, Obi-Wan doesn't trust the fake Jedi because he thinks that, you know, he's trying to set him up. And then little Layla says, you know, that, you know, if someone offers help, that, you know, they should trust them. And it makes him remember and think about Padme. I'm pretty sure it's Padme. Because he says, he doesn't say the name, he just says, oh, you made me, you remind me of someone. They were very, like, stubborn sometimes, but they were a leader, and they died. And that sounds a lot like Padme. She was a leader. She died by childbirth. You know, yeah. But some people are also saying it could be his girlfriend, basically, and she died as well. She died in the Clone Wars, and she was kind of a leader. But I don't think it's her. I think it's the you know, Padme, because, well, it's more like he's more likely going to be talking about Padme because it's her daughter, so it makes more sense for him to remember Padme than his own, you know, wife, because it's Padme's daughter. So if he's saying, "Oh, you remind me of someone," it's going to be Padme. But yeah. And then, man, so the sister comes in, and Obi-Wan and Leia hide in the ship. They get away because the brother comes and is like, oh, you're messing things up, you're no longer in power. But the sister gets pissed and stabs him. I don't think he's dead, though. So I found out he has 2 stomachs. So he could come back. I don't know. But he could come back. So yeah. But yeah. But then the sister gets pissed and like, you can't win, Obi-Wan. You know? Oh yeah, he finds out big, probably the coolest thing about it in episode 2 is that Obi-Wan finds out that Anakin is still alive. And I was screaming at that point. I was like, ah! Woo! Yeah. And then we see Darth Vader, and that's awesome. That's really cool. No, we see Darth Vader there. Oh, next episode will be all about Darth Vader. I am so excited. I can't tell you how excited I am. But episode 3 will be all about Darth Vader, hopefully. I mean, it makes sense because, you know, he just learned that Anakin's alive, and then the end scene was Darth Vader. And we haven't seen Darth Vader at all in episode 1 or 2, so it makes sense. Give us a full episode of Darth Vader, you know, or at least the majority. Overall, episode 1 and 2, fucking outstanding. Absolutely perfection to me. Honestly, absolutely amazing. Really, really good. 10 out of 10 for both of them. Absolutely loved it. Want it to continue. I'm loving it, man. I am absolutely loving it. Absolutely worth the wait. Wow. I can't wait for the, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got about 4 more episodes. Yeah. Can't wait. Gonna be absolutely amazing. 4 more weeks. Yeah. First time I've done a proper review on this channel anyway, because I will do it in the future on my solo channel. Still in development, but yeah. Different type of video for that. But yeah, guys, hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a big thumbs down. Please share, consider subscribing to the channel, ring that bell, make sure you have all notifications on. Comment down below, tell me what you thought, if you watched the Kenobi ones, episode 1 and 2. And yeah, I feel like there's something else I say, I just can't remember what it is. I've said the thumbs, I've said the share, I've said the subscribe, I've said the notifications, I've said the comments. Is it the salute I have said? I think so. Possibly. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Click here for more. Here's my other channel if you really like this one. Goodbye and have a good day.